Killers is the second album by Iron Maiden, and it was released on the 2nd of February 1981. With their debut album being released to chart success and universal critical acclaim in 1980, Iron Maiden were riding high. However, they weren't too happy with the raw production of that record, so they were eager to start work on their second album as soon as possible and improve upon their sound. It was around November 1980 that they enlisted respected producer Martin Birch, and this man would go on to work on every Maiden record until Fear of the Dark, after which he retired. The band were able to complete Killers in as few as 2 months, due to the fact that bassist/chief songwriter Steve Harris had written all of these songs the year before. Pretty much every song on here is written by him, except for the title track, which also featured contributions from singer Paul Di'Anno. Killers was a commercial success, peaking at 12 in the UK, as well as charting in countries that their debut album hadn't. It broke the top 20 in Finland, Germany, Sweden and Norway, and it also got to 78 in the US. Killers was widely acclaimed by critics like its predecessor, but the band rarely performs songs from its tracklist live. The recording of Killers took place at Battery Studios in London, and it sounds much cleaner than its predecessor. On top of that, the drums sound more aggressive, the two guitars are more textured, and the bass is simply more audible in the mix. Paul Di'Anno's vocals are top-notch, as he not only lends his trademark snarl to heavier tracks like Murders in the Rue Morgue, but also shows that he can sing in a purer, more operatic style, in slow burners like Prodigal Son. Steve Harris gets more opportunities to demonstrate his incredible galloping bass lines on this sophomore effort, and that's a very good thing in my book. He gives these songs so much energy that it's hard to not want to punch a hole in the ceiling as you listen to them. The twin guitar attack of Adrian Smith and Dave Murray is jaw-droppingly good. I mean, one great Axeman is good enough, but hearing two is even better. The way these two guitarists harmonise is just beautiful. Drummer Clive Burr rounds out this very impressive lineup of musicians, and his drumming is really galvanised by the cleaner production. This guy had a terrific grasp of both soft and loud styles of drumming, and uses them to great effect here, making the tracks sound more dramatic and therefore exciting than they would be without his influence. No music videos were made, but there exists plenty of live footage, and yeah, I seem to be saying that a lot lately, so you know that there are no music videos by now. In conclusion, Killers is a solid as granite masterpiece that somehow manages to improve upon its spectacular predecessor. Killers manages to retain everything that made the first Iron Maiden album so magical. Buzzsaw riffs, check. Exhilarating fast tempos, check. Complex compositions, check. Incredibly memorable choruses, check. Not only that, but Killers offers a lot of new stuff as well that I'd say are improvements upon the core Iron Maiden sound. More instrumentals, more sonic variety, and a much crisper production. Just as heavy and abrasive as it is melodic and hummable, Killers absolutely slays. You see what I did there? Because it's called Killers, and I said it slays? Yes? No? I tried.